Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm Walt.
And I'm Mike. We're from Envoy. Today we're going to be talking about Google Customer Match, a fun new feature that should be rolled out to everyone now. We've had the opportunity here at Envoy to beta this for a while, and we wanted to give you guys some insights on how it works and good ideas for how you can implement it at your company.
What is it?
Well, it's basically simply, you think about it like a Facebook custom audience, and you take an email list of customers you have or whatever, upload it to Google, then you can target them in search and a few display options.
All right, so what's the big deal? Isn't that kind of like search retargeting, RLSAs? Nope.
Yeah, there's a huge win here because pixels, as we all know, they can be a little bit interesting if you didn't set them up just right or whatever, and they have this huge problem where they only work from the moment you did it, right?
Absolutely.
So pixels have a lot that you might not get right.
Yeah, cross-device targeting, this is another big opportunity. So you find a person, they come to you on desktop, and now you have the opportunity to target them on any device, mobile, tablet, if it wasn't for enhanced campaigns.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that would be an option.
enhanced.
But still, the key is device doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, and with the email, you're much better about getting that person, regardless of device.
Yeah. There we go. So online and offline interactions. This is huge because now with normal pixel targeting, with remarketing,
It's only online.
exactly.
Really.
So now you're taking what you know about this person, what they did, where they went, what they clicked on, what they put in the different form fields online, and adding offline.
And this is a huge value if you're a phone-heavy company or industry and the phone matters. Those offline conversions in your CRM, boom, they play a role in your AdWords search retargeting.
So it's retroactive, which I think is another huge thing. Basically, even if you haven't done anything with your offline data and even some of your online data, you now get the opportunity to step back and look at these different insights and these different groups and create unique lists that you can target.
Yeah, so even if you've never done pixels and you know your audience size is really teeny tiny, but you've been collecting emails, boom, now you have a way to reach those people again.
So here's a visual of someone basically with custom audiences, or I'm sorry, Google Customer Match. Facebook got Google on that one.
I keep saying it too.
It's the same thing, but now you've got the ability to target these people on search. You can do it keyword-based if you'd like, topic-based, as well as YouTube.
This is just their initial rollout. You can't do managed placements all over the web yet, but I think that will be coming.
This is all about taking your insight and deciding how you can leverage it. Now, one of the things with this is you can kind of become have a paralysis by analysis in terms of how many options, how many lists you can create.
Right.
So the real key here with focusing on this is looking at that word insight and figuring out, the definition is the capacity to gain an accurate and deep intuitive understanding of a person. So if you have a deep understanding of a person based on the online data and based on the offline data, and then the next key is can you leverage it? If there's 3 people in that list, unless they're insanely high value, actually it has to be 20, I believe, in the list
There's
size.
some varying things on that.
Yeah.
I know Facebook is 20, but Google is doing some. I'm not sure what the exact number is on that.
But the key is if you can't figure out how to leverage it, or it costs more to leverage it than it's worth, then obviously that's not a good candidate for a segment.
This gets into a little logistics with AdWords, but you have 2 options when you set up a campaign that use this. And the first is target and bid, and we recommend it a lot. And the reason why is because when you set up your email list in that campaign, you say, I only want to bid on people in that list that I uploaded. I don't want to do a bid modifier and also bid on unknown people.
Correct.
So it's always good in AdWords, segment at the campaign level things like this as much as possible.
And I just touched on this, but basically customizing the ad for specifically what you know about them online and offline in a non-creepy way, that's really important. It's a huge advantage to increase click-through rates, conversion rates.
You can get massive click-through rates.
The other thing that a lot of people haven't talked about really is customizing your landing pages. If you know what this person's interested in or what type of behavior, let's say you've actually been on the phone with them or they prefer to communicate through email, that's what you know about them. Now, if they're searching for something else, you can actually have a landing page that's customized based on that information.
Yeah. You'll get some value by sending it wherever you send it, but don't be lazy with it. There's huge wins on improving the funnel all the way through.
So let's talk about some ideas.
All right. A lot of different ways we could use this.
Yeah. Buyer's remorse. So this is really more of a preventative strategy. Someone signs up for your product. There's a good chance they're going to be an email. through Gmail, there's a good chance that they're going to be on YouTube at some point. Whether it's the day they sign up or even days or weeks past that point. Make sure they're excited about the decision that they just made. You have their email address, you're communicating them through email, but the key with the customer match is to really do it more subliminally and more under the radar. You don't want to say you and go after them and kind of do the creepy retargeting thing.
No, but maybe really show testimonials and ways that product has done value.
So cold feet, this is really someone is in your funnel, you've gotten their personal information or at least their email address, but for some reason they abandon, and this really makes up the majority of almost everyone's market, is those people that did not complete the desired action. So really focusing on, again, going after what are these people searching for, what kind of emails are they getting on Gmail, and then as well, what are they doing on YouTube? This is another thing where this is a more advanced strategy, but if you use the time lag to conversion report, you'll find it in the conversion tools in AdWords. You basically can figure out where the majority of your conversions come from, and you can time your strategies based on, say, you know what, if there's a critical piece right at 7 days in where we have to figure out a way to increase that conversion, you can actually develop a strategy that's designed just for people that are 7 days old from your funnel. And working, maybe it's a special discount or offer that you provide, but that's another thing to give you some insight. Offline interactions is actually, it's so new. We haven't even as marketers really had that much opportunity to use it other than email marketing. But now, based on what we know offline about our users and our customers, how can we help them online? And how can we increase value? This is actually just an example of a campaign of a small interaction you can do based on an offline interaction. So what it is most people struggle to get people on the phone. Whether it's they've
especially
been in your funnel.
Lead-based
Absolutely.
industry.
So you're working on getting them on the phone. You could create a click-to-call only campaign on mobile, and you might even need to incentivize them by giving some kind of special discount or offer if they're on a mobile device.
And if you're in a lead-based industry right now and use any kind of CRM, which most do, Salesforce Leads 360 or something, exporting out the people that you haven't contacted but you've gotten in as a lead is really pretty easy. You can quickly do a campaign like this just by integrating your CRM. It really brings it into play.
And for the people that you have gotten on the phone, you may decide, you know what, I'm trying to get this person back on the phone. As soon as they read our email or they come back to our site, let's have our CRM through a person dial them out and get them back on the phone, since we've already been successful once doing that.
The other thing you can do a lot of, and this depends of course on your industry, but is upsell once they've actually become a customer. Once again, a lot of focus is on that front end of the funnel, but once they become a customer, you can really increase the lifetime value, promote other products, promote things that you know are complementary to who they are, just because of the fact that they became a customer in a certain way.
Also, one of the things about cross-selling existing customers that's challenging is timing. You don't actually know when the intent for the next product is in many industries. Well, based on search, you do. So if you said,
and you can go for
customers,
very broad words too, very high funnel things.
If you study where your customers are going, and you should survey them, take customers that you've had for 30 days, 90 days, a year, and say in the last period of time, what have you purchased? What do you need help with? What are you looking for? And then now based on that, you can develop relationships or even your own strategic products to fulfill that. But do it, market it only exclusively when they're searching for it or it's in their inbox in Gmail. So that's a huge, huge advantage now. This is basically one of the things that I really like about it is, let's say I get your email address and for some reason you drop out of my funnel, and now I'm trying to get you on the phone, or not on the phone, but I'm trying to get you an email to come back. You're searching for my competitor. Now if I want to, I can create a specific offer, especially if you're on a mobile phone, which is a good chance you're kind of doing that late night, I don't know what should I do. You're on your phone. You're the only one that has a mobile-only special offer, and you're doing it exclusively when someone is searching for a competitor name. So get them early, pay $20 or $1, up to you. So the idea is take your best customers, and this takes more time to step back and really do a lot of research, but take your best customers and figure out where they were a few days, a few weeks, maybe even a month or two before they came to you. Was there some need that they had, some itch that they needed scratched that basically came in that period before? If you can figure what that is, and even if you can't monetize it, but you can get those people in your funnel, provide that information to them, or help guide them through whatever that need may be, it may cost $1 a month or two before, but you know where they're headed, and now you don't have to pay $20 to get them.
Yep. It's true. You can start much earlier in the funnel and just capture emails or get leads, and then you can reach those people much cheaper later than those late buying funnel words where like I have my credit card and want to buy X, and it's a $40 bid.
Exactly.
Right?
And I think the key too is to really get away from your own monetization when you think of that strategy and just focus exclusively on what they need.
Exactly.
So
this is a huge play, and it goes along with a lot of things we've already been saying, but really so much focus is on that front end funnel and abandons and getting them back. There's a huge amount of value in once you get them in as a customer to make lifetime value, increase that. And a lot of times it's the biggest leverage point in any company.
Absolutely.
And it goes somewhat ignored because it's hard to do. Customer match is another tool in your arsenal. Reach out to them, either increase on the upsell concept, or maybe you have a service and it's just about them continuing on that service for a long period of time. Keep talking to them about the benefits and all that, and have a process of doing that. It'll make a huge win. Huge win.
So special offers. We've kind of been mentioning special offers in these different ideas, but just focus on what you can do unique. And based on the information, what would be a special offer that would really mean something to the person based on what you know about them? So really, all those ideas, they're pretty much either for new acquisition.
3 categories here.
Yeah. Upselling and cross-selling and retention, which covers like pretty much the gamut in marketing objectives. Yes, exactly. So why don't you cover responsibility?
Sure, there's a little bit of responsibility here, and Google has their own terms and stuff, so we're going to be reiterating some things. But basically, put people first, and do not go out and buy an email list and upload it to Google. This is only things for you where you've captured the first-party data. And that's totally pointless anyway because you don't know enough about those emails you would buy. But only upload emails that you've received express consent to reach out to. That's a huge Google term.
The next thing I'd say too is just hash your emails before uploading them.
Yeah.
And you actually created a tool that you'll let people know about in the comment section of the video.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, the third thing is really your messaging should be valuable and not violate trust. Don't be creepy. Don't be too specific about what you know.
Don't segment your list by people named Bob and say, "Hey, Bob, come back." Right?
Exactly.
Like
it's a great idea.
Violates
it's a great idea,
terms
but don't do it. Yeah. So these are a few questions that only you can answer. So we're going to go through it quickly. But this whole thing is really about what this means to you. No one can tell you exactly what to do for your business, and they shouldn't. So this is a question. So if you could sit next to your customer or prospect as they search, you're right there in the room with them, and they're on YouTube or they're on Gmail, how would you help them? What would you say or do for that person? Think about what that means. Sit down, write down your answers, because that's really why you're going to segment your list is going to be based on some of those answers.
And your messaging is
Exactly.
going to be along the lines of what you would say.
So think about real people in the real world, not a virtual targeting.
Not a 1 and 0.
Exactly.
So this is about really take a look at your CRM. A lot of times people don't realize it, but they might have had a form that's asking various optional questions, and some of those are really key to understanding the psychology of the people that they already have.
Exactly.
So your own database of, if you've been collecting emails, and most online businesses have in some kind of way, what products they've bought, what things they've viewed, whatever it may be, has a huge gain in doing customer match, where you can really tailor your messaging and segment your lists appropriately.
Exactly. And this is really just first saying, what data do I have? I mean, there's a lot of data you probably don't have and now you're going to want. But and that's actually the next point. What data do you wish you had? And that's really important because this takes planning and preparation, and you don't want to wait too long to do this though, because even though this is retroactive, you can only retroactively target based on what you already understand.
Right.
So,
and if you've only been collecting emails and you don't have anything else about them, there's some value there for sure.
Exactly.
But it's minimal compared to if you had some insight into some of their other questions they've answered on your site.
So as you know, this Google Customer Match, it's super brand new. There's
super
not a lot,
powerful though.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people talking about it. So really, this is a time where everybody in the industry needs to step back, figure out what these things means to their business, and just start testing.
And that's it, Google Customer Match. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have tested any of this or you have any questions and you've got insights to it, please leave it in the comments below.
And keep in mind, this is a journey. This is not I tried it, it didn't work. That's impossible. The key is to really figure out what this means to your business. Be patient, put plans together, and do one small thing at a time, and just go down that path. But yeah, we'd love to hear about your different experiments, what's working, what's not. And if there's anything we can do to help, we'd love to do that as well.
All right, take care, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you.